My name is Erin Collier. I'm your instructor for this course, Pre-Calculus Trigonometry. I want to take a few minutes to go over how to get through everything in the course and how to get around the Moodle page and what the expectations are for this course. So the first thing that you're going to see when you pull up the Moodle page is our welcome here. You can read through that. It's just some notes from me. And so read through that, please. And then the second thing is our syllabus. You'll want to read through this very carefully. Make sure you understand everything that we're going over there. And I'll be referring to that a bit. So let me save that over there. Then next is your enrollment verification quiz. I don't know what the due date is yet, but I will change that soon. So please do that very first thing. That is telling us that you know that you're enrolled in this course and that you plan to be enrolled in this course and stay in the course. If you do not fill it out, if you do not do this, it's very short. It's not hard, trust me. Then you will not be able to stay in class. And then there's some things down here, some college resources for the spring that you can look through. Then there's the first day of class tab. And I have this here so that everything you need to do the first day is organized for you and easy to go through, okay? So you've got some directions here. Complete the EVA today. Watch the intro videos. This is one of them. Read your syllabus carefully. Complete the syllabus quiz. I'm going to take out that icebreaker, so ignore that. And sign up for Mymathlab. So the very first thing, you've got your course intro video that I'll be adding there. And then there's an intro to Mymathlab video. If you've not used Mymathlab before, this will give you a little introduction, tell you how to get around, and everything like that. You have your registration handout here. Our course ID is Collier 56122. And this, if you'll pull this up, it'll explain to you exactly what you need to do to enroll in our course. You can click here and read a little bit about me. Here's your syllabus quiz. So after you've read your syllabus, after you've watched the intro videos, then go take your syllabus quiz and take it until you get a 100. This does count as a grade. And then if you'd like to, you can introduce yourself here and I'll do my best to respond. Then you've got your information here from the college, different resources that you can look through. The next tab is our calendar. This is where you'll come to every single day in this course because this tells you what you're going to do when and when everything is due. Here's one for you to print, so please do pull that up and print it out and have it for you to refer back to. And you can see here I've got a calendar for us, for you to go through and make sure you do everything in a timely manner and get completed on time. There's no late work accepted in this class, so make sure that you're following this calendar. So you can see today and tomorrow, we're just doing intro stuff here. Again, I'm going to take that icebreaker out. And then we get started. So here's how to read this calendar. Here on Monday, January 11th, I have 5.1 angles and their measures. So what you need to do on Monday is watch the video for this section, take notes on this section, and start working or even complete this section in Mymathlab. Then on Tuesday, you'll repeat the same thing with the next section. Watch the video, take notes, and complete your Mymathlab homework. Wednesday will be a little bit different. You have your first lab, and I'll explain a little bit more about that. But labs will be printed and written on, and you'll upload them back to Moodle. And there's a video explaining how to do that too. The 5-3 notes, same thing. Watch the video, take notes, do your Mymathlab homework. I am going to also require that you guys turn in your notes. So we'll talk about that more here in a little bit. Oh, ignore that. That's just my mom. Okay, so syllabus quizzes due Friday. Then we got Martin Luther King Jr. holiday, and on Tuesday, the first 2 Mymathlab assignments are due. That's what this says. Homework 5.1, 5.2 due. Usually homeworks will be due on Mondays, but it'll change depending on if there's a holiday or a test. You may end up having things due on non-Mondays. So be careful that you're watching the calendar. The first lab is due Friday, and you'll start the second lab then. The first test is not until February, so we got quite a bit of time to spend on this first chapter. It is our longest. It's 8 sections. Okay, here are some resources for you. This is a tutoring resource, so that's excellent. I'll have our announcements at any point here, reminders. This says Wilson 172 all handouts. What in the world does that mean? Okay, so when you're watching the videos, I expect you to take notes. And I'm going to expect you to turn in those notes even. I need to know that you're watching the videos and taking notes. If you're not watching the videos and taking notes, then you're not learning the material and you're not going to perform well. And that's just obvious. This is an online course, yes, but I treat it just like as if it were a seated class. You're not having to go to class physically and sit for a lecture and take notes during class. Instead, you're on your own time, whenever's convenient for you, you're watching the lectures that I've recorded for you and taking notes of those on your own time. And I'll show you a little bit more. Well, I'll go ahead in here and show you what that means. So you can take notes on notebook paper if you like. As you can see, this is pretty long to print, but I would highly suggest you print this. It'll make things a lot easier for you. Probably cost you $10, $15 to print. I don't think it'll be outrageous, but I do this so you don't have to write every single little thing down, especially pictures. That can be kind of hard to draw the pictures correctly, especially with trigonometry. There's a lot of graphs and everything. And so I've created this for you so you could print it out and fill in. Everything you need to know for the particular section is listed first. And then you have your examples here. And you just fill in your examples as you go. And so when I ask for notes at the end, for you to turn in notes at the end of the chapter, this is what I'm going to expect. Now, whether you've printed it out or not, like I said, if you've printed it out, that's going to be a lot easier for you. If you haven't, then every single thing that's in the video, every single thing that's listed on here is going to have to be written down just as if you were sitting in class writing it down. And that's going to be 10% of your grade too. So you can see there's more information here for section 1 until you get to where it says section 2. So like I said, easiest bet is to go ahead and print this out, and the reason that I've put it all together here for you is so it's easy. I've got these files in over here in the different units separately, but I just figured if I put it all in one document, you will just have to make one trip to a printer and get that done really quickly and easily. I also have, I'll come back to that tab, but while we're talking about printing, all the labs to print. Now you are required to print these labs. It's not optional. It's only 24 pages, so it's not going to cost much for you to print them. But the labs are required to be printed. Trying to draw all this is next to impossible, and if you were to draw it incorrectly, then I can't grade it, and you get a 0. So you can see these labs are pretty intricate. You've got lots of graphing. It just cannot be done by hand. You have to print these out, and you will upload them back to me. Let's go back to the resources tab. So under here also, I've got how to complete and turn in a paper assignment. There is a file here that's got several different options. However you do it is fine with me. These are just some that I came up with, okay? How you print it out, you write on the lab, and then you take a picture or scan it and you send it back to me, but it has to be saved as a single PDF when you send it back to me, so that's a big deal. So be sure and read this. If you don't send it back to me as a single PDF, something I can read, I'm not going to accept it. And that gets you a 0. That would be bad. So make sure you understand how to complete and turn in your labs, and that you're giving yourself plenty of time to do that, because if you wait until 11:55 at night and something doesn't work for you to upload, then you've missed your assignment. So make sure you're giving yourself plenty of time to complete the lab and ask questions, because I'm here for you to ask questions, and to get it uploaded. Okay. And if you've got an iPhone, that's actually the easiest way to do it. Actually, the easiest way is if you've got a tablet that you can write on it. And then in that case, I guess you don't have to have it printed. But if you don't have a tablet, I'm telling you, you can't do it with a mouse on your computer. It's just doesn't work. There's some other information in here for you. Blank trig graphs if you need them, polar graphs. Read through this. How can I be successful in this course? If you do all of these things, you will pass this class with at least a C, if not a B or an A. Okay? All these things. If you're ever wondering, why do I have a D in this class? What do I need to be doing? Go back to this list. This is what you need to be doing. And some more things down there for you. Labs are here. Again, I've got it where you can print out all of them at once here if you like, or not if you like, but you can choose from there over in the resource tab to print those. Or you can print them one at a time. It's up to you. So you can see your labs here, and then there's the due dates, but the due dates are also listed in the calendar so that everything is in one spot, because you don't want to have to look in Moodle for due dates for labs and in Mymathlab for due dates for your homework, when everything's here in one spot for you. Then each unit is here, and what you'll do is you'll click, and here is there's 2 videos for this section. Yes, they can get kind of long. Let's see, how long are these? This one's, the first one's 20 minutes. And this one doesn't seem to be working for me right now. I have to check on that. But, oh, there it goes. Add a little bit more. And the next one's 30. So you can see your very first section is 50 minutes long. So give yourself plenty of time to watch the videos, and the videos go with the handouts exactly that you've printed, hopefully. Or again, you can write down every little thing. And then I'm going to have, forgot to add the tab, but just under the Labs tab, I'm going to have a tab that says Notes. And that's where you're going to upload your notes. So yes, it's long. The first chapter is, gosh, several pages long. But here's the thing, guys. I need to know that you're watching the videos and taking notes. And I need you to know how important that is. So, yeah, the first one's about 30 pages long. Take a picture of those. It's the same way you do with the labs. Save it as a single PDF. With this, I'm not going to be as picky with the lab of how the pictures are and all, but this is going to be 10% of your grade. These notes. Then, unfortunately, Wilson doesn't have a way for me to give you a grade for just watching the videos. So, in order for your class participation grade, that is 10% of your grade. You can see here on the syllabus, that is the notes. There's only 5 units, okay? And so you're only going to have the opportunity to upload your notes 5 times during the semester. So each one is 2% of your grade, totaling to 10%. And you can see here on the calendar that the notes are due the day before the test. So here's the test is due on Friday. The notes are due the day before here in teal. Here the test is on a Monday, so your notes are due the Friday before. And I need to change that to 2. But okay, so I think that covers basically what we need to do here. You've got another video that will talk about Mymathlab. And here we've got at the end of each section, I create what I call a fact sheet. So I just want to point that out. That's got everything that you need to know for the chapter on it. And you can use that as you're studying for your test or as you're completing your assignments. It's just an easy reference there. Same thing with your notes. Keep them in a binder and have easy reference as you're completing your assignments and studying for your test. This is just the syllabus. I am accessible by email. I don't have an office. I don't have a phone number besides my personal, which, sorry, I'm not going to give to you. But I actually live in the mountains of North Carolina, so you will likely not see me, but I am very, very fast at answering emails. Okay, if you email me during the day, I'm going to get back pretty quickly. Yes, I've got 48 hours to get back to you, and you can expect, you can assume that I don't have to respond earlier than that, but I will do my best. Okay. Evenings, it's sketchy. Just depends. When you're working on an assignment, make sure you start it days in advance. If it's 9 o'clock on the day an assignment's due, I will likely not be able to help you. Okay? So just make sure that you're sticking with that calendar and being prepared. That's why I have these suggested dates on the calendar. Like here, I say to start the lab on Wednesday. Yeah, it's not due until the next Friday, but don't wait until this Friday to start it, okay? Start it on this Wednesday and work on it and get it done well before, and ask me questions as you get to them. Okay? Shoot me an email if you have any questions, and I look forward to a great semester.